What's up, world? Uko here from Better Therapy, now where you sharpen your discipline. 6 ways to treat narcissistic personality disorder. NPD is complex and often requires a long term specialized approach. Most people with NPD do not seek therapy automatically or even voluntarily. It usually comes after some type of crisis, job loss, divorce, maybe legal trouble, and they're usually forced to go to treatment from a loved one or some outside entity. When they do come to treatment, therapists use evidence based techniques designed to target the core of why narcissists think and act the way they do. The first method that's used for people with NPD is psychodynamic psychotherapy. NPD usually stems from early relational trauma, neglect, or inconsistent emotional validation. Psychodynamic therapy seeks to uncover and work through these emotional wounds. The therapist explores early childhood attachment patterns, family dynamics, and formative experiences. All these things relate and contribute to the way someone with NPD acts today. The therapist will help somebody understand their defense mechanisms and help them recognize their own defense mechanisms. And we can all kind of see these things in the grandiosity of somebody with narcissistic personality disorder or the way they might project certain beliefs onto others. The goal of psychodynamic psychotherapy is to help the client have more emotional insight and have a more stable self image. The next way that therapists help people with NPD is through schema therapy. Many narcissists develop their personality traits and defense mechanisms due to maladaptive schemas. So these are core beliefs that they have of themselves and others that were formed during formative years and in childhood. These traits that are maladaptive are repeated in adult life. They might say something like, I have to be perfect so that other people will love me, or I'm superior and others are inferior. These maladaptive schemas are behavioral patterns, and the therapist will use something called behavioral pattern breaking. The therapist will have to combine a lot of different modalities in schema therapy, such as CBT and attachment theory, ultimately replacing maladaptive schemas with healthy coping mechanisms. The next method that therapists use to address NPD is cognitive behavioral therapy. They use this because narcissistic personality disorder is full of distorted thought patterns or distorted beliefs about oneself and the world. CBT is all about recognizing those negative thought patterns and reframing them to more optimistic or more realistic thought patterns. Using CBT, the therapist helps clients understand what these negative thought patterns are, such as catastrophizing situations or all or nothing thinking. And they teach them emotional regulation. The goal is to promote more balanced thinking as a way to increase emotional regulation and decrease interpersonal conflict. The fourth method that therapists use when treating NPD is mentalization-based therapy. The reason they use this is because mentalization is helping the client understand the thoughts and feelings of other people, because people with narcissistic personality disorder have a hard time mentalizing, which is understanding other people's thoughts and feelings or being more empathetic. The therapist trains the client to reflect more and to reflect specifically about the thoughts and feelings of themselves and others. The goal is to improve the client's empathy as a way to reduce their impulsive behaviors. The fifth way that therapists treat NPD is through transference focused psychotherapy, or TFP. Individuals with narcissistic personality disorder have intense emotional defenses, and they also have a lot of internal fragmentation. TFP helps the client identify and understand how they perceive and relate to other people. It focuses on how the client projects past relationships onto the therapist. It explores unconscious conflicts that arise in the therapy room in real time, with the goal to promote identity integration and emotional stability. And the sixth way that therapists help people with NPD is through group therapy, but with caution. Group therapy offers an opportunity for people to get more perspective taking, feedback from other group members, and interpersonal learning. The caution is that people with narcissistic personality disorder may try to dominate the meeting. So it's the therapist's job to kind of facilitate, be sort of referee, and keep the environment safe and fair. Treatment for narcissistic personality disorder is not about making somebody feel less confident. It's about developing their sense of self in a healthy way, so they no longer need to manipulate or feel superior or utilize defense mechanisms. Is anyone in your life suffering from narcissistic personality disorder? If so, have they done any of the modalities discussed in this video? Drop it in the comments below. I'm Uko from Better Therapy Now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.